Morning everyone, thanks for joining us and welcome back. Today's video will be kind of interesting, hopefully. If you like it, leave a comment below. If not, leave a comment below, no problems. Before we get into today's video, we're going to do a little intro for you, and then we'll get right into it. Good morning everyone. Today we're at Ballard RV Park in Thompson Springs, Utah. It's about 30 minutes from Arches National Park. It's about an hour from Canyonland, about an hour and a half from Capitol Reef, and about 40 minutes or so from Moab. So it's a pretty good location. I'm not sure why this place is always empty. There's 66 sites here, 4 of which are permanent RV sites. As far as permanent, I mean you can rent the RV. They're fifth wheels, so you can get a little bit of a taste of what it's like to RV or camp in an RV. A lot of sites you drive through. They have 20, 30, and 50 amp water, sewer connection. The water is 80 to 100 psi. It's pretty high, so I'd highly recommend you get a pressure regulator for that. If you don't have one, they sell one in their little camp store for 15 bucks. I think it's a 30 to 60 psi unit. That's a really good price. They have 2 permanent tent sites here, so you can rent the tent. They have 13 cabins. They look like single wide trailers, but they're done up really nice. You can rent those if you like. The sites are all gravel, they're level. There's virtually no trees that would get in the way of a Starlink. Of course, you won't get any shade either. T-Mobile works pretty decent here. There's very little light pollution, so if you're into stargazing, this place is awesome for that. I actually got to see part of the Milky Way the other night. It's a mile off of Route 70, which is nice. You can see the highway, but you can't hear it. Right up the road is a canyon drive. There's an old ghost town slash coal mine operation up there. It was from the mid 1800s to the early 1900s. I did a separate video on that. It's a nice drive. It's pretty quiet out here. The backdrop is amazing. So we'll walk around, we'll check out some of the sites. The camp store really isn't a camp store. They only sell a couple items. A couple rolls of toilet paper and pressure water regulator, that's about it. They sell propane here, they got dumpsters. It's a nice place, it's quiet, very quiet. All the sites, like I said, are drive-through and they're huge, so if you have a big Class A or, a very large toy hauler, fifth wheel, whatever, no problem, definitely no problem fitting in. Plenty of space between sites. There's no trees to separate the sites, but there is plenty of space. It's a pretty cool place. This is 4th of July weekend. I don't know why this place is empty. Maybe it's just too far away from the national parks or too far from Moab. People just don't like to drive that distance. But for us, it worked out good. If you stay within an hour radius of the parks, if that's what you're after, we have a lot more choices this far out. So, the place is awesome. It's a hidden gem. I highly recommend it. The people are fantastic. They have a bathhouse, so each one is separate as far as with the shower, the toilet, and the sink. So you close your door, you got that whole area to yourself. I think there's 3 or 4 of those. Laundry facility, works in the honor system. Just put your money in the envelope and drop it in the slot. So it's nice here. There it is. Ballard RV Park. There's one of the 13 cabins, I guess you can call it. If you want to rent those, that's, nice. We got these little swings throughout the park. So the sites are all drive-through. They're big. There's a lot of side-by-side quad riding around here. I guess there's trails everywhere. I'm not really into that, so I can't tell you where to go for that. Well, it's a nice place. I mean, look at the mountains. Can't beat the mountains. It's an awesome backdrop. Yeah, so you can see there's very few trees, so you don't get the shade, but if you're into Starlink or any kind of satellite TV or whatever, absolutely no problem. Plenty of open sky. There's almost no light pollution around here, except for a couple of people who leave their lights on their RVs at night, so stargazing is awesome. There's a little office right there. People are super friendly. There are a couple seasonal sites here, but very few. The park is very well maintained. It's very clean. They take pride in this place. There's a propane station. The rates are pretty reasonable. I think it's $4 something per pound or per gallon. They don't have a flat rate, so they only charge you for what they put in your tanks, which is nice. So a lot of places don't do that. Cute little office. Nothing fancy. These are tents that you can rent. They do have some tent sites here. I don't think they really promote that. They're dog friendly. They have stations for the bags so you can pick up after your dog. It's not really a place for kids. I mean, there's nothing to do here for kids. There's no pool or swing sets or any of that stuff. It's more set up for adults. So we're in site 35. So you can see this open space right here between us and site 36. This is your area. So there's no privacy, but that's all right. You still have plenty of space. The sites look like they're about 80 feet long, so there's plenty of room. Plenty of room for big rigs. All the sites are marked with stone, so there's no confusion. You know exactly where your site is. Yeah, it's a nice park. I just happened to find this by accident on an app that I use. You see there's a lot of fifth wheels in here, big Class A's. It's quiet. Looks like there's 66 spots, and every one of them is a drive-through. Ooh, forgive the wind. So here's a couple of the rental units. They're fifth wheels. nicely kept. Looks like they have 4 units for rent. The downside to this place, very, very windy. So if you think you're going to have a fire, forget about it. If you notice you don't see any awnings out, yeah, it's probably not a good idea either. Well, I mean, it's a nice park. It's clean. The backdrop, you can't beat it. If you like that canyon view, something different. I mean, the view is just amazing. It's amazing for us because we don't see this in the Northeast, so it's something different. They got a dog area here. Looks like they're expanding. So this place is still being worked on and improved. There's a gas station close by. It's a 7-Eleven. You can see it down there in the background. It's right over there. And then the highway 70 is right there. So you can see it, but you can't hear it. There are train tracks that go behind this campground, probably a quarter mile up the road, if that. They go by about 4 times a night. It's kind of loud, but they're short trains, nothing huge. So that is Ballard RV Park in Thompson Springs, Utah. If you ever get a chance to come out here, do it. It's well worth it. It's quiet, it's relaxing, plenty to do within a 2-hour drive. It's a great park. I highly recommend it. So if you see us on the road, say hi. Any comments, leave them down below. I'll do what I can to answer them. Hope you all have a nice 4th of July week and happy camping. Thanks for joining us.